Howdy folks, Kirby here. I want to thank you all for submitting questions. I wasn't sure if I would get many, and I ended up with 15, at least at the time of this recording. So I'm going to run through this totally unscripted. We'll see how that goes. It might make it to air. And I'll put some gameplay in the background to watch. So these are mostly in order, but I may not have got them in exact order, oldest to newest. So the first question comes from Forward Pass. I love your calm, chill streams and your soothing voice. Well, thank you. Will you be playing the new Flight Simulator 2020 when that comes out? Looking forward to it. I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it and see what it looks like when it comes out. But I'm not buying into the hype. So we'll see. I'm very much a Flight Simulator guy. So probably. We'll see how that goes. Next we have Darren Cassell. If I'm not saying these names right, I apologize. Congratulations! Thank you. When it comes to Farm Sim, I spend more time fixing mods and maps to my liking more so than playing. Errors and warnings drive me nuts. How much time are you doing the same that your viewers don't realize behind the scenes? Probably more than most people think. I like to play a certain way, and I like things to work a certain way. And most mods aren't up to that standard. So an example is the Case tractor that I'm using in the current Medicine Creek playthrough. And I'm not picking on that mod, it's just an example. It's a great mod. It looks good. It sounds good. But its two-wheel drive variant wasn't actually two-wheel drive. The front wheels would also pull. Now that probably doesn't bother 99.9% of the people, but it bothered me. The dirt map wasn't right on the front loader and the Demco mounts. Just little things like that. Most mods I've probably tweaked in some way. So I don't have a number, but yes, I spend a lot of time behind the scenes tweaking, testing, making sure what I'm going to do in the series is going to work and that the mods are up to spec. Next we have JB Sask. Hey, Kerbo. Hey, how's it going? I think I heard you say a while back you were in construction and sounds like you're pretty busy with work. So am I. Residential exterior finish is my bread and butter. What kind of construction are you involved in? Well, I used to do construction a long time ago. I'm currently 44. About the last 20 years I've been in IT. I'm currently a senior IT engineer, so I do a lot of stuff with servers and data centers and programming and automation and all kinds of high-tech stuff. But my dad is, or was, he's retired now, carpenter / general contractor. So I grew up building pole barns and houses and fixing stuff and building add-ons and doing a little concrete work. So I've done a little bit of everything in construction, building a house from the ground up, and building barns from the ground up. So a lot of exposure to that, but it's been a long time. I'm too old for that crap now. So stay safe out there. Tiki66MN. I just found you with Medicine Creek, and FS19 is my only game since I grew up on a Wisconsin dairy farm. Cool. What is your farming experience, and what do you do for a career today? Well, Tiki, I kind of answered that, what I do today. I don't have any direct farming experience. When I was born, we had a farm. We had, I think, 160 acres, cows, pigs, various chickens, geese, ducks, that kind of thing. Dad didn't do any row cropping. He did some hay. But when I was about 6 or 7, we lost the farm. The 80s was tough on small farmers. And he went into construction full time. So I don't have any direct experience with farming, but a lot of my family farms, so I've been around it. My cousin owns a feed store. I hang out there a lot when I'm back up home. I've got another cousin that runs cattle, actually over by where Medicine Creek is, just west of Purdon, Missouri. So I've been around it, but I don't have any direct farming experience. So I just kind of go with what feels right. It may not be accurate. I hope that answers the question. We have Farmer Klein. Way to go. Thank you, Farmer Klein. Question, how many licks does it take for you to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Not very many. I usually get a few licks in, and then I'm crunching on that sucker. Sean Broderick says, congrats on your 2K subscribers, Kerbo. Well, thank you. And I must say, you look a lot different than I imagined. Uh-oh. I had you down as a younger guy for some reason. Oh, crap. So I look old? But you're probably about the same age as me. But anyway, it's really nice to put a face to a name. One of the questions I would like to ask is, are you intending to do another Let's Play on cattle and crops? I know not a ton of things have changed since your last one, but just thought I would ask. Yep, I've answered that quite a bit in comments on my cattle and crops videos. I do plan on playing more cattle and crops, but right now there's just nothing new to do. I did, I think, a 20-part series where I did pretty much all there is to do in cattle and crops. So I'm keeping an eye on it. We'll see what comes with an update in the next 6 months to a year. So I hope they get a finished game, and I look forward to playing it when they do. Delta Bravo Productions. Where does Kirby come from? Kirby, when did I come up with Kirby? Probably about the time I started this channel. It comes from, and I'm probably going to say this name wrong because I think it may be based in French, but it comes from a novel called The Walking Drum by Louis L'Amour. It's kind of a medieval novel about an adventurer, pirate, mercenary type guy whose name was Kirby Marthurin. I probably said that wrong. So I used to go by Kerbouchard, or Kirbyshard, however you want to. I don't know the correct pronunciation. I can't even say pronunciation. I used to call it Kerbouchard, and that was my name that I picked when I started playing DayZ Mod way back in the day, about 2012, so about 8 years ago. And people just shortened it to Kirby. They couldn't pronounce it. I can't pronounce it. So I shortened it to Kirby, and when I started my YouTube channel, that's what I used. So that's where it comes from. Andrew Inbody asks, this is the first time I have seen you on camera. Well, come hang out on Twitch. You'll see me on camera over there. My question is, why do we picture what someone looks like by their voice and become surprised when our preconceived notions are wrong? It's a great question. To be honest, I expect you to be much younger than me. Come to find out, looks like we're about the same age. Yep, I'm an old fart. I'm 44. I started going gray, though, when I was about 16. So I've been gray for a long time. So a lot of people think I'm older with a baby face than I am, but I'm 44, and I don't know. I've noticed that as well. You watch a YouTuber or something, and you just form a picture in your mind. It's probably based on other people you've known that sound similar. A good example that came to mind is the Sim Station. I used to watch his YouTube videos. I never saw him on camera. And I had pictured in my mind this tall, skinny, blonde-headed guy. I don't know why. And that's not what he looks like. So, yeah, it's a strange phenomenon. I think, like I said, it just comes from our past experiences. So, sorry to shatter all your illusions. I'm an old fart. And actually, I usually don't have a beard. Sometimes in the winter I'll grow that out, but I usually don't have a beard. Nagsta. Congrats, mate. Thank you. Glad to see you match my expectation of how you sound to look. Hey, there we go. See, he was expecting a good-looking bearded guy. Keep up the calm and sensible RP realism. Love it. I just threw that in there. It's not a question, but, you got to counter the old fart stuff. Mr. Dinos, can you moonwalk? Whatever the answer, we want proof. Well, I haven't filmed any proof yet, but yes, I can moonwalk. And you would love it. Iskran Novakov says, I enjoy watching the Medicine Creek series, and I've watched Black Mountain as well. My question is, have you thought of getting a steering wheel for Farming Simulator? The experience is more enjoyable than with a keyboard. This comes up quite a bit on streams and videos, and I've answered it a lot, but I'll answer it again here. I have a steering wheel, I have track IR, I have a shifter and pedals. The problem is timing. It doesn't take a lot of time, but it does take some time to get that all out, plug it in, tighten it down to the desk, get it all set. And I often only have like 20, 30 minutes to jump on and play, or to jump on and record. And it just takes too much time. So I often don't have all that stuff hooked up. I have done series in the past. I think my first series on Farm Sim 19 was with wheel and track IR. So if you enjoy that kind of thing, go check out that Ravenport series. I think it's all from in the cab, and I do like it. It's just a matter of time. I use my desk for a lot of stuff. I wrote a mod last night. I'm constantly on the mouse and keyboard. I use it for work stuff sometimes too. And the wheel just gets in the way. It's just that extra little time, and I'd rather be playing. And I'm super comfortable playing Farm Sim with a mouse and keyboard. I've got thousands of hours, and it's just second nature. Mark DuPont says, full gaming history, please. What got you hooked? Oh, boy. How much time you got? The earliest games I can remember playing are, I don't remember the name of it, but it was like a Formula One racing game. And then there was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which was a text game. And that was on an Apple II something. I don't remember what Apple II it was. It was the little keyboard unit with like a green screen sitting on top. Or it might have been an orange screen. I don't remember. Long time ago. So that's the first games I remember playing. But my mom was always an Apple fan. And I don't know how she did it because we were not wealthy. Not even middle class. But we usually had a computer of some description. So we moved from the Apple II. I don't know if we went to the Mac Classic or if there was another Mac in there somewhere. But we always had Macintosh computers growing up. So I spent a lot of time playing Falcon, the Falcon series. I think it was Falcon AT, Falcon 2.0, back in the Mac days. And of course, Microsoft Flight Simulator, back when it came on a single 720K floppy. And everything was vector graphics, black and white vector graphics on a 9-inch monochrome. Good times. Most of my gaming career has been flight simulators up until I got into Arma 2 DayZ mod back in 2012. So primarily flight simulators. I used to build my own like instruments and cockpits with switch panels and that kind of stuff. And then I don't remember why I got hooked. I think I saw a video by Kilroy, I believe it was, with the Arma mod. And it was just unlike anything I'd ever seen. You had all these people running around and there were zombies and people were working together or killing each other. And you had to survive, and it just kind of hooked me. So from then on, I've got more and more into survival games, and pretty much all that's captured on my YouTube channel. You can see the whole gaming history right there. Angoff, hope I said that right. Always loved your slow-paced DayZ Walker videos. So my question is, do you think that DayZ is heading in the right direction for your sort of playstyle? If not, what would you like to see to improve it? Congrats on the 2K subs. Thank you. That's probably a long answer. DayZ is dead to me right now. I have no desire whatsoever to play DayZ. I've got thousands of hours on it, so no regrets. DayZ is on life support. Most of the team has left. I think they've just got a skeleton crew doing a few little bug fixes. There's nothing big that's come out in the last year. So no, it's not heading in the right direction. It's way too easy to survive. There's too many core gameplay elements that are just broken, and I just don't want to play it. So I'll keep an eye on it, but I haven't even had it installed for months. DC, Mr. Dave. Shout out to Dave for being an awesome mod on Twitch, man. Appreciate your help there. It doesn't take much on my little tiny channel, but appreciate you hanging out and taking care of mod duties. What is your favorite candy bar? What is your favorite meal? What is your favorite dessert? No, I am not hungry. I don't believe you, Dave. My favorite candy bar, probably Nestle Crunch. I really enjoy the chocolate and the texture of the crunch. Favorite meal? That's a tough one. I like food. I pretty much like food. But if I had to pick, it would probably be roast beef and mashed potatoes. That's pretty much it. Favorite dessert is, again, most things. But there's a thing called crunchy fudge sandwiches that my grandma used to make. And now my sister makes it for me because she's awesome. And I think my wife's made it before. But it's awesome. It's basically peanut butter Captain Crunch cereal. So like the round peanut butter Captain Crunch cereal. And butterscotch and chocolate chips in layers. And it's heaven. That's my favorite dessert. So you're probably even more hungry now. Chad McEwen. Congratulations. Thank you. I enjoyed the laid-back style and the creative storytelling. Do you enjoy when I stumble over words? Love the Black Mountain homestead idea. Keep the content coming. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Question, where did you find that expandable log trailer on Black Mountain? Seems like just the style I've been looking for. Well, I went looking for that, and I found it again. So I will put a link up on the screen. I'll try to remember to throw it in the description as well. It's Metal Tech, I believe. It's easy to find. It's out there. And that's it. Appreciate all the questions. Appreciate the subs and the support for my little tiny hobby channel. Still pretty amazing that I get the views that I do. If I get, 10, 20 views, I'm happy. Sometimes I get 1,000 views. It's pretty crazy. But thanks for hanging out while I ramble. Thanks for the questions. Y'all take care.